Mahnamet Member Stack here, and welcome to this week's Webflow Weekly. So in this video, we are going to design a simple bento feature grid, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. So we're going to first use Claude Design to create some HTML, CSS, and if needed, some JavaScript. And then we're also going to use Flowboard. So if you haven't heard of Flowboard, it simply allows you to convert HTML to Webflow, but they recently released a Claude Design to Webflow workflow that we are going to be using and testing out today. Okay, so we're just going to start off at the very top. And what I want to do is just create a simple design system with Claude that will allow us to sort of give it instructions of how we want our design to look like. So side note, personally, I haven't used Claude Design as much as I should, so we're going to stumble around a little bit today and figure out how it actually works. And at the end of this, hopefully, we will have a little bit of a workflow between Claude Design, Flowboard, and then Webflow. So I'm just going to use a previous old template that I created, and I'm just going to give it that template's name. And then I also have a design system that I'm just going to upload. So it's an old design system that I already created. And what I want for this is for it to adhere to client first naming conventions, as well as use the Claude to Design Webflow guide so that it knows exactly what we're doing. The first instruction is to, and then we're also going to follow the Flowboard guide. I think this should be enough to get started, so let's see what we can create. It'll take 5 minutes to generate your design system. Okay, so you can see that it's pulling in everything from our design system that I uploaded. And then I think we should be able to start prompting to create our design. So yes, what we want to create today is a simple bento feature grid for our site. So that is what I'm going to be adding as a prompt. Okay, so Claude created our design system that we need to review. And then over here, I just added a simple prompt that I'll still expand on. I think we need to still expand on it a little bit, but that might also be enough for now. Okay, so for our design system, I can see that we have missing brand fonts. That's fine for now. But if I were you, I would upload my fonts or at least add them inside of Webflow. The brand colors, I'm just going to approve these because that is what is in my design system. And the display headings, all of this still looks pretty close to my design system. And for reference, this is my design system and this is inside of paper. So this entire design system is what I gave to Claude. Okay. So I will just approve all of this, and the buttons all look good. So this is completely similar to what I have. So that is approved. So Claude is updating the design system, and then I'll be able to add the prompt. I'm trying not to bombard it with too many instructions until it is completely done, and then we can move on to actually designing this section. But yeah. The design system looks good. So now we're just going to wait until it is fully done and then I can send over the prompt. So after some time, Claude appears to be completely done with our design system. And now, just to verify, yeah, they're done. So now I can send over the prompt and see what happens from there. I know that we're probably still going to have to expose the HTML, CSS, and hopefully, or if we needed, some JavaScript. And then only we can use the Flowboard extension to copy that over. Because if I just click import Claude Design, that is not going to do anything because we have not exposed the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in the chat. So once that's done, and then I can open the extension again, copy it, and then head to Webflow and paste it in there. And hopefully we would have created a bento grid. So most of this is just waiting for Claude to finish, but what I am impressed with and what I probably should have tried a long time ago since this came out was the design system, and it replicated everything to the T, and I mean everything. Like the colors, everything is exactly the same as it is inside of my design tool. If you haven't given this a go yet, then you probably should, and I might use it a little bit more than I have been lately. So Claude Design is done designing the Bento grid. I think now we just approve it. I'm still not seeing the HTML exposed, so I'm probably going to have to prompt it to expose that so that we can copy it over to Webflow. But yeah, so this is what I created. I can already see that the little icons are probably something that I'm going to have to manually change inside of Webflow, but the entire design is okay for now. So this is just to test out if it actually works. So I approved it, and Flowboard does give you a prompt that you can send over to Claude. So let's see, because I see a few design files over here. I don't see the actual Bento grid section that we just created. So unless it's somewhere else that I'm not seeing. Let's see what it gives us from here. Okay, success. We have HTML exposed. I think the design files also had some CSS that we can copy. So I'm going to open Flowboard and then I think just click on import. Okay. And then for the CSS, just open that and copy it as well. And then there's this little part over here at the bottom where you can paste in the CSS too. So from here, you then have to go back to Webflow. So we're going to open up the extension. I have my CSS and just click convert to Webflow, and I can see that it has been converted. And hopefully when I paste it, we have something that we are definitely going to have to tweak. So a good thing already from this, we're going to look for good parts, is the Bento grid has been copied. Yes. And oh, okay, it actually has been copied. And the images is something that you're going to have to insert yourself, which is fine. Not sure what these empty blocks are. Let's verify with our design. If I can find it. I think the empty blocks are still text, or it's, oh no, the empty blocks are spacers. Okay, so those are probably something that we can get rid of. But we have a responsive grid and we didn't really have to do a lot inside of Webflow. What I would do from here is just to verify the setup. So we have a section, yes, we have padding global, and I can see that it gave it its own padding instructions over here, but mine is, I think, 5 rem, if I'm not mistaken, 2.5. Okay, and then we have a large container, which has a completely different class, or it is adhering to client first. I don't need that, so I'm just going to unwrap that. It is adhering to client first, which is good. I think for this, I will just, oh, those were combo classes. Okay, so I'm just going to give it container large, and then I'm going to add another div. Give that padding section large, drag that to the top, and just drag all of this inside of that. Okay, so we have some custom code or code embedded at the bottom here, and I'm assuming this is some code for the grid itself, and this is our style sheet. So importing the CSS is completely optional. If you want to just import the HTML, I think you can do it alone. What will happen if I clear that? Okay, so if I delete the CSS, then I can style it myself inside of Webflow. So that means attaching your own variables and just styling it, but you get the structure yourself inside of Webflow, which is mostly what you need. I think I can delete that too. Okay, nothing happens. Good. We have a grid that you can customize, and if I just publish that, I wonder if it's responsive. Oh, and it's responsive. This is really impressive. So for me, this already cuts down the time that I'm going, or the time that I'll be building components out inside of Webflow. I can just use Claude Design and my design system to scope it out, and then what I do in Webflow is just tweak it, clean it up, and then I can move on to designing something else. Okay, so what we just did was import our design system inside of Claude Design, and then from here we also gave it instructions on what to do. So use client first naming conventions, as well as use the guide from Flowboard, so the Claude Design to Webflow guide, so that it understands what we're doing. And then the next thing we did was give it a prompt of the thing that you want to design. and then it created our Bento grid. We also gave it a couple of images that it could use, but the images didn't carry through to the design, which is fine because you can add these manually inside of Webflow. So you have the image element. So that's our overlay. You have the image element over here, and you have properly named classes as well. So all you have to do is just add them inside of Webflow, which gives you some minimal work. So all of this works really well. All you have to do is make sure that you expose the HTML, and you have the option of copying over your CSS as well. Give it a go and let me know what you think inside of the comments, but I'm genuinely excited for creating more components like this. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.